Do you smoke weed? Why or why not? I quit like 6 months ago. I felt like I had to deal with some stuff I was going through soberly. I was also having unpleasant side effects and wasn't getting as high, and it was costing me money. I don't. I sure as hell used to, though. My problem was that when I was high, I would just veg out and be unproductive. It got to a point where I just didn't do anything. I just went home after work and smoked weed and sat there. One day I was smoking a cigarette on my sister's front porch, and my niece came out. She asked why I did that, while pointing to my cigarette. And I didn't have a good answer. Smoking never really made me feel calm or relaxed, it was more of a habit. I told her, well, I don't know, but if I don't have a good enough reason to explain it, I'm not going to do it anymore. And that was the last cigarette I had. Stopped smoking weed at the same time. I don't talk to that side of my family, but damn, I'm glad that 5-year-old asked me a simple question that day. I do. I'm autistic, and it's just about the only thing that makes me calm enough to function. There's virtually no support for autistic adults here, so I've had countless cycles of therapy, tried just about every mental health medication the NHS can prescribe, tried all the tricks in the book to make myself feel better. Absolutely nothing works like a few hits of weed. It sounds stupid, but I can actually go in shops now. I can go to new places without freaking out about the change. I can do a whole lot more than I used to be able to do. It's like it just makes my head quieter. I'm aware it's still a drug, and I'm aware of the risks. I'm not one of these who say weed is the answer to everything. But in my personal experience, it's a godsend. I've got some pretty bad chronic pain in my shoulder too, and it definitely takes the edge off. If you don't like weed, that's cool. If you do, that's cool too. I like the person I've become since discovering it. Still autistic as fuck, but I can enjoy life a bit more. I used to. I stay away from it now because it began to make me more and more anxious and paranoid. I didn't like how loud my thoughts were and the things I was thinking about. I would get very existential and start overanalyzing every aspect of my life. Thinking about how I appear in other people's perspectives, whether or not my dreams were stupid and their realism. Not to mention, it always turned me into a major cabbage. Being high in the wrong places alone led to some strange situations in my brain. I'm better off without. Yes, but not as much as I used to. Ever since I started experimenting with psychedelics, cannabis has also been either a good or a bad time depending on the set and setting. If I've gotten everything done that I need to and I'm in a good headspace, it's a great way to relax, but if I'm trying to avoid my problems, it shoves them right back in my face. Yes, I'm high-strung and an anxious person. Marijuana mellows me out and allows my thoughts to get in order. I can, however, go days without smoking, and besides being a little more anxious and having difficulty sleeping, it doesn't totally ruin my life and I'm able to function just fine without. I also never smoked when at work, and I was an overachiever and excellent at what I did. I just didn't make friends. My anxiety, even medicated, was still bad. I would throw myself into my work and multitasking was easy for my ever-going brain.